Hello everyone, welcome to the course, Tourism Culture in Yunnan. I'm Xu Wei from Yunnan Normal University. Let's continue with the snow mountain topic. The second snow mountain is Mount Cangshan. Why is it called Mount Cangshan? In Chinese, Cang literally means dense forest, and Shan means mountain. It shows that this is a mountain covered by luxuriant vegetation, including trees such as firs, pines, and chestnuts, flowers such as azaleas, camellias, and orchids, and rare medicinal herbs. Mount Cangshan rises from Eryuan in the north, extending to Xiaguan in the south, with 42 kilometers in length and 25 kilometers in width. It has 19 peaks and 18 streams in between. Malong Peak is the highest one with an altitude at 4,122 meters. The 18 streams flow eastwards into Erhai Lake. The streams are like threads to sew the mountain and the lake together. According to geological research, the formation of Mount Cangshan can be traced back to 2 billion years ago. Mount Cangshan provides varied glacial landforms for geological research. It was recognized as a World Geopark by UNESCO in 2014 because of its high value for glacial landform research. Mount Cangshan is famous for its snow, clouds, springs, and marble. The permanent snow at the top of the mountain is one of the 4 scenic wonders of Dali. An expanse of pure white snow glows in the sunlight, leaving men of letters amazed at its wonder. Clouds meet and depart at times, some pale and hazy, and some like ink paintings. Of these changing clouds, the most famous ones are husband-expecting clouds and jade belt clouds. When a husband-expecting cloud appears above Yuju Peak in late summer or early autumn, a heavy gale will come. It is said that it is the time when a princess meets her husband, who was sunk to the bottom of Erhai Lake by an evil man. Jade belt clouds appear halfway up the mountain when the sky clears after a storm during the turn from summer to autumn. The clouds are like soft belts going around the mountain. The jade belt clouds are not the only thing to dress the mountain. However, there are also many alpine merino lakes at the top of the peaks. They were left by the glacier millions of years ago and look like gemstones decorating the mountain. Another special treasure of Mount Cangshan is its marble. Although marble can be found in most parts of the world, the marbles here are of rare excellence and beauty. Thus, the reputation of Dali marble has spread all over the world. Once it is polished and processed, the natural veins of the marbles can be clearly seen. These natural veins are spoken of as natural Chinese paintings. Traditionally, Dali marble is used for indoor ornaments and architectural designs. The marvelous landscape and the enchanting cloud views make the mountain a popular tourist attraction. There are hiking routes for backpackers. For common visitors, the cableway constructed here in 2010 is the most convenient way to enjoy the mountain. Its total length is 5,555 meters, and the altitude gap is 1,648 meters. Journeying on the cableway, visitors will be amazed by the alpine views. We've looked more closely at Mount Cangshan. Next, let's consider Meili Snow Mountain, which is located in the north of Deqing County in northwest Yunnan's Diqing Tibetan Autonomous Prefecture. Meili Snow Mountain is also called the Mountain of the Medicine King, which is derived from the original meaning of its Tibetan name. It is situated between the Nu River and the Lancang River. The Kawakapo is the most famous peak of Meili Snow Mountain. With an elevation of 6,740 meters, it is the highest peak in Yunnan. The Kawakapo Peak is regarded as the patron god of local Tibetans. In particular, there are 5 sects in Tibetan Buddhism, and Kawakapo is said to be the protector of the Red sect. A local legend says that Kawakapo stopped his wrongdoings and converted to Buddhism under the influence of Master Lotus, who was the founder of the Red sect. Eventually, he became the patron saint of the Tibetan king Gesar. Many other peaks are worshipped as gods in Tibetan Buddhism as well. Why are snow mountains enshrined as gods? Tibetan areas share the common features of difficult living conditions, including bitter cold, harsh wind, heavy snow, and low levels of oxygen. Consequently, Tibetan culture is an achievement of ideological progress in Tibetans' long-term struggle with nature. Tibetan people hence closely relate their social practices to an awe towards nature. Snow mountains or snow peaks are not exempt from this awe or from this tie to social practices, and so are worshipped as patron saints or gods in Tibetan Buddhism. Between the end of autumn and the beginning of winter, Tibetans from Sichuan, Qinghai, Gansu, Tibet Autonomous Region, and Shangri-La trek a long way to worship Meili Snow Mountain. On the way, Tibetan people prostrate themselves to show their piety to the sacred mountain. When they arrive, they walked around the mountain repeatedly, which symbolizes the core philosophy of Tibetan Buddhism, that the transmigration of life and death is like an endless circle. Tibetan Buddhism believes that birth, suffering, death, and retributive justice make up this circle with good actions, resulting in a desirable afterlife. To worship the sacred mountain helps them to gain merit, which then enables them to achieve a desirable rebirth. Most of the time, the mountain is covered in cloud and mist, which makes it even more mysterious and holy. Although humans have conquered the 8,848-meter high Mount Everest, the Kawakapo Peak has not yet been conquered. Since 1902, mountaineers from China, Great Britain, the United States, and Japan have challenged the summit, but all have failed. In 1991, mountaineers from China and Japan lost their lives due to a sudden avalanche. The failures of these explorers have spread the fame of Meili Snow Mountain worldwide. At present, it is still one of the virgin summits in the world. Besides the snow mountains we discussed above, there are many other mountains in Yunnan. They are culturally linked with the life of local people. Okay, so much for today. Thank you. See you next time. 这节课中涉及的相关词汇，同学们请看这里哦。